Welcome to Evolving Hearts, where we explore spiritual awakening and the ways in which life communicates its ageless wisdom to us through symbol, sacred geometry, and art. In this episode, I'll be discussing an original digital collage, which I conceived in 2018 and completed in 2025. There will be links in the description for a 10-minute meditation version of this video, which has only the picture and music without any verbal explanation. And you can also purchase a limited edition archival quality print of this work. In this picture, we see 6 Tibetan monks wearing traditional maroon and saffron robes and yellow ceremonial hats, facing west. Repeating in a diagonal pattern, they appear to ascend a snowy white slope, and the other half of the image is filled with a sort of chaotic cosmic sky, an energy that contrasts with the serene, orderly arrangement of the monks. I personally love an element of chaos when an artwork is coming through. I love being surprised by a work, and as an artist, and even as a human, you have to, I think, consider yourself more of a conduit than a creator. And I also think that creating artwork and spiritual awakening have quite a lot in common. I recently read a line from Sri Ramana Maharshi that said, "We seek to reach the goal with the ego, but the goal exists before the ego. What is in the goal is even prior to our birth." And that's how it was working on this piece, because it actually showed itself to me fully formed almost right away. The background feature, the snowy mountain, is not actually a mountain. It's a snapshot of a faux stone bathroom tile from the men's room where my family and I go camping each year. When you're camping for 10 days or so, you do get to know the provided bathrooms pretty well. And for whatever reason, I was always attracted to this particular tile. I don't remember what day it was, but suddenly I saw the thing as a mountainside with Tibetan monks on it. I didn't see a number, a particular number of monks, but I saw the monks. And on the last day of our trip, I took a picture of the tile, and when we got home, worked on the image that was sort of sticking with me. The fact that I chose 6 monks and faced them to the west was pretty unconscious. 6 looked better than 5 or 4, and facing them west just looked correct to my eye. It just came together. But west is the place of the sunset, and it consequently represents the completion of things. But west also signifies the water element, the feminine, the womb, and other associated qualities: emotion, intuition, receptivity, the unconscious, dreams. And the predominant color blue also represents the water element. To me, it's fascinating how these monks, all masculine, are arranged facing to the west and toward the blue, or the feminine. This is functional gender, feminine and masculine in active acknowledgement. The idea of the interdependence of feminine and masculine gets even more illumination in the fact that there are 6 monks. The 6 was a choice that I thought I was making based on symmetry, just visually. In Tibetan Buddhism, the Dharmodaya is a 6-pointed star, or hexagram, which we in the West recognize as the Star of David, which is formed by 2 intertwined triangles, one pointing upward, which is the symbol for fire in alchemy, and one pointing downward, which is water. Dharmodaya translates to source of phenomenon. The I Ching consists of 64 hexagrams, figures composed of 6 stacked horizontal lines. In Tantra, the union of masculine and feminine deities are often depicted in sexual union to symbolize the inseparability of method and wisdom. The masculine, the Yab, which is method, compassion, and form, is joined with the feminine yum, yab yum, which is wisdom, emptiness, and insight. This is not about gender roles, but about the merging of dual aspects of enlightenment into one, which is a form of intimacy. Their union represents the non-dual awareness that transcends subject and object, where there is intimacy with everything, where we are able to go beyond judgment of ourselves first, and then of others, and then of all circumstance. It is an expression of the equilibrium that we strive towards in the great work. In Chinese cosmology, the universe is continually creating itself out of a chaos of primordial qi, or material energy organized into the cycles of yin and yang, force and motion leading to form and matter. Yin is retractive, passive, contractive, and receptive in nature, referred to as feminine, while yang, the masculine, is repelling, active, expansive, and repulsive in principle, but together, balance. Tarot card number 6 is the Lovers and has the keynote discrimination. The picture on the card shows a great golden sun behind an angel, which is a symbol of enlightenment and the one force being differentiated into pairs of opposites. The angel represents superconsciousness, and the clouds indicate that this is partly hidden from us, for humanity in general. The mountain, which this collage also depicts accidentally, symbolizes attainment and that it is on the horizon for everyone at some point in some lifetime. The man and woman below the angel are Adam and Eve, or the prototypes of the specialization of life force as male and female. And this is only a specialization in the material world, because all of us are composed equally of masculine and feminine properties, and bringing those into equilibrium within ourselves rather than hyper-focusing on one or the other. The tree of 12 flames with the 3 points on each flame behind the man represents the signs of the zodiac and the 36 decans, and the fruit behind the woman, the 5 senses. The feminine carries out the idea of discrimination between opposites. In addition, the 5 senses are instruments which enable us to discriminate between one thing and another. The serpent on the tree represents the force called Kundalini. So the symbolism of this tarot portrays differences. The sign of Gemini is also attributed to this card. Gemini means the twins, of course, and its sign is a pair of pillars. But this is an important clue. All opposites are really but different aspects of one thing, and that they are complementary. The title of this card, The Lovers, reveals that enlightenment is intimacy,